Welcome in, my little creatures. I'm excited to share another month of art with you all. It always brings me so much joy to share my enthusiasm of art with you, and I hope this month I can inspire you to breathe in more art than ever. Lately, I've been trying to resolve my health struggles with endometriosis that I've been dealing with for years, and it's been really hard to carve out time in my studio and keep up with all of my work. I thought of Frida Kahlo, who was bedridden making art for years, and how it never stopped her creativity. She once said, "I am happy to be alive as long as I can paint." I want to draw energy from her example and remind myself that not every painting has to be a fully fledged masterpiece. Perhaps you'll join me in this quest, and together we can create more art than ever this month. So on that note, I invite you to sit with me in my studio and let's paint or peruse art together for today. As always, I'm starting my month off by painting a fairy. This month, I'm focusing on the theme Emotional Tide. It's part of my monthly Patreon Fairy Quest series where I send out a new quest for my patrons to take on. I didn't have a lot of time today, so I just planned out the basic shapes for now. I had an impromptu dentist appointment yesterday, so I skipped today in the studio. But I am back and ready to turn those basic shapes into an elegant fairy. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose a day this week for another dentist appointment, so I wanted to make the most of my time in the studio. I had some issues with my fairy's anatomy yesterday. Fairies never like to fit into a box, so I suppose I just have to coax her into shape. I set up some new lighting for my studio last night and it looks so eerie in here now. I can set it to any color I like to match the mood of the day. Perhaps it'll be just what I need to coax my fairy into existence today. I think my fairy mistook the lights for fireflies and was rather bedazzled by it all. Whatever the reason, she just floated into existence. I worked much quicker today than I anticipated. It was time for a quick coffee break. Then I started printing for the Patreon mail Coven. I managed to get all the front pages done by the end of today. My oh my, you've stuck around, and now I will teach you the magical process of turning one fairy into many. Yes, my friend, such a potion does indeed exist, and today I'll walk you through every step. Pay close attention, it's a delicate spell to master, but together we will succeed. Let's get started. So, step 1 involves turning on the magical printing machine. Mine is named Lady Gutenberg. I highly advise getting to know your printer extremely well. They are rather sensitive beings and can smell fear or anger a mile away. Therefore, it is paramount you maintain a confident persona in their vicinity. If you want sticky fairies, you must feed the magical mechanical beast enchanted sticky paper. This can be sourced from tree sap and honeybees if you ask kindly. And here we have it, the fairies have multiplied tenfold. Now I hand it off to you, my friends. It is your turn to try this potion. My dear friends, hello again. I have exciting news to share with you all. I'm collaborating with the sweetest writer on some book cover illustrations. Today, I'll be working on some concept sketches for the main character. She's so cute and full of energy, I can't wait to bring her to life. I've been so excited to start working on this book cover project. Finding the right author to work with can often be a difficult step. However, this book is about witches and magic. I say no more. I feel as if we were fated to work together. Here, I'm starting the first concepts of the main character. I've got plenty more to do, but I feel as if I'm getting to know this character. Yet another weekend is behind us, but this weekend I made some time for gaming and family, so I'm all charged up for another week's work in the studio. I'm so excited to make some more progress on my book cover illustrations. Let's jump right in. I guess I took more of a shallow dip today. I wanted to try and come up with some different hairstyles while still maintaining the guidelines from my brief. I feel like these two provide some interesting alternatives to her curly hair. Kiss! Oh! Oops! Oops!
You've missed a piece. There you go. You missed a little piece.
My friend, I invite you to sit down and join me in my vampire lair. My studio is eerie as ever today, and I'm going to channel this energy into my character. Let's bring this little witch to life. This little one is shy, but she's slowly making an effort to introduce herself. Today, I let her try on some different outfits. I feel like she's so fashionable, she can sport anything.
Here you go. There you go. Yummy. Is that delicious? Are you being spoiled? There's one more, last one, okay? Let's go back to the studio and get some art done. Uncertain times call for uncertain measures, and today I'm inviting a zombie into my studio. As an undead vampire myself, I believe we'll get along pretty well. Sit around, friends, grab a cup of tea, and let's all make our undead friend feel welcome.
Zombies need the right environment to thrive, so I started with my favourite paper. This one is a special cake zombie, so he's made up a little different. I gave him lollyguts and cupcake brains. He's taken Sweet Tooth to the next level. The Midnight Bakery is such a cool story to work on. I've been developing this little family over the last few days, and it's time to add an important role model for my little witch. Her father is an experienced wizard with so much wisdom to share. I'm going to try and capture his essence in my sketches today. Natalie's characters are so full of personality and well developed. Arthur Knight is an integral part of the story. He is both wizard and baker, an interesting combination.
Well, that was a wonderful day full of sketching and artsy conversations. I'm just about to head out with my mum to go shopping and spend a lovely evening together.
Late night Thursday shopping has become a favourite pastime for my mum and I. Most of the time, we don't even go to buy anything, just to window shop. Today, I was, however, trying to find some comfy track pants for the colder weather we've been having.
I had so much fun out with my mum yesterday. I got myself some comfy track pants for this wintry weather, and now I'm all cozy. Today is my last day of this week in the studio, so I'm hoping to wrap up some final bits and pieces before the weekend.
Natalie's beautiful story has been my sole focus this month. Since reading the first few pages, I've been completely enchanted by it and am now fully immersed in bringing her creatures to life. I made some progress on Arthur again today.
This wonderful space has cultivated so many creatures this month. My studio truly is a magical place for me. Today, my focus is once again on the Midnight Bakery storybook. I've really enjoyed bringing Natalie's creatures to life, and I can't wait to see them all together. I worked on a different outfit for Arthur Knight today. In this one, I tried to make him look majestic and strong, which is a little different from my previous drawings of him. Sometimes, even if a sketch isn't the right one, it's still worth exploring.
My writer and I have decided to take a different direction for one of the characters in her story. I started developing some new ideas for him yesterday, but they just don't sit right yet. Today, I'm planning to develop them up some more. Let's see where Arthur Knight's magic takes us.
The days I create my best work are usually when I feel most connected with the character I'm working on. Sometimes this means spending a few days away from paper to just daydream and imagine them coming to life. Today I drew from some of my weekend daydreaming and came up with a new version of Arthur.
Well, after a lovely day in my studio getting some drawing done, I'm just about to head off and do some shopping with my mum.
Yes, it's our second week in a row at the shopping mall. Don't judge us, for real, we just window shopped. I even had to resist the cutest duck slippers. We ended our evening with a sweet drink. I ordered a Nutella iced latte. It was absolutely delicious.
It's my last day in the studio this month, and today I'm sending this month's Patreon Mail Coven rewards out into the world. Come along with me as I pack up each little envelope of magic and send them off on their journey.
My patrons receive monthly mail ephemera from me. Today I prepared the little newsletter which contains all my month's antics and some inspirations. I always hope it sparks your creative soul or feeds your whimsy. Every nook in my little studio has a purpose of its own. It helps run my shop and patrons smoothly when everything is organized. Over the last few months, I've both refined and expanded the range of ephemera I send out to my patrons. I want my envelopes to be a little journey into a world of whimsy. You know that feeling you get when opening a letter from a pen pal or childhood friend? Well, that's exactly the kind of heartwarming experience I want my patrons to feel. Here goes another month of pouring my art into your postboxes. As I finish this month's chapter, I keep thinking what a wonderful thing it is to spend my life creating. Not because every painting has to be perfect or every day has to be productive, but because I get to wake up, step into this little studio and make something that didn't exist yesterday. I don't think I'll ever stop being grateful for that. If you'd like to support me, please check out my store, subscribe to my Twitch channel, or pledge to me on Patreon. To my wonderful patrons, thank you for sponsoring this video and giving me the time to create projects like these. You are the reason my art continues to exist, and I appreciate every one of you. Wherever life takes you this week, I hope you find time for the thing that makes you feel most alive. For me, it will always be art. I'll catch you next time, little wanderer.